Hello everyone and welcome to this Notion AI course. Every productive professional, student and content creator needs not only good ideas but also the ability to organize, plan, execute and track work efficiently. In today's fast-moving world, managing content calendars, job applications, academic assignments, team projects and meeting notes across multiple tools leads to scattered information, missed deadlines and wasted time. Whether you're a content creator, a student, a working professional, a team lead, or someone simply looking to work smarter, having one intelligent workspace that handles all of this changes everything. Notion AI is one of the most powerful and flexible productivity platforms available today, and this course has been designed to help you use it to its full potential. In this course, you will begin by understanding what makes Notion AI different from a regular note-taking tool. You will learn how to set up and personalize the Notion AI agent with your own instructions, voice guidelines, and content references. From there, you will build your first real database, the Threads Content Queue, where you will create a complete social media content management system with workflow stages, content pillars, and AI-generated posts. You will then move into YouTube Strategy Board, where you will configure AI Autofill columns that automatically generate thumbnail ideas, production roadblocks, and practical solutions for every video you plan. As the course progresses, you will build a job application tracker that writes cover letters and generates interview questions automatically. You will create a student study planner that produces personalized study schedules and practice questions for every assignment. You will manage a real team project using the Campus Sustainability Campaign Task Database with task assignments, priorities, deadlines, and multiple views. And finally, you will use Notion AI Meeting Notes feature to transcribe a live meeting, generate a structured summary, extract action items with owners and deadlines. This course is not only about learning Notion features, it is about building practical systems that solve real problems. Whether you're managing your content strategy, your job search, your academic workload, or your team's campaign, the skills you build here will help you work with clarity, speed, and confidence. By the end of this course, you will have built 6 complete AI-powered projects inside Notion and developed the ability to design an intelligent workspace for any personal or professional need. So let's begin this learning journey and take your first step towards mastering Notion AI and becoming someone who doesn't just work hard but work smart. Before we move on, let me share something exciting with you guys. If you're serious about building practical AI projects and creating a strong portfolio, the Applied Gen AI specialization by Microsoft and Simplilearn can be a great next step. This 16-week program is designed to help you understand generative AI, large language models, prompt engineering, RAG, agentic AI, multimodal AI, and responsible AI through live interactive learning. You will gain hands-on experience with popular tools such as ChatGPT, OpenAI, LangChain, Hugging Face, Microsoft Copilot, Azure AI Studio, Gradio, and Streamlit. What makes this program especially valuable is its focus on practical learning. You will work on more than 70 industry-based projects and a capstone, including an AI-powered HR assistant, business intelligence assistant, image operation application, expense tracker, and personalized language model. So whether you're a student, working professional, developer, analyst, marketer, or someone planning to enter the AI field, this program can help you build portfolio-ready projects, strengthen your AI skills, and prepare for emerging career opportunities. So now let's get started. So in this course, you will learn how to set up and personalize the Notion AI agent using custom instruction pages. You will understand how to train the agent with your brand voice, content pillars, and communication style so it generates outputs aligned to your specific goals rather than generic content. You will also learn how to build structured Notion database with the right properties, select options, and workflow stages for different use cases. You will understand how each column type, text, select, date, person, checkbox serves a specific purpose in making your database functional and scalable. You will learn how to configure AI columns that automatically generate thumbnail words, interview questions, cover letters, study plans, practice questions, and next step recommendations without any manual input. You will also understand how to create multiple views, that is table, board, and calendar views, and apply filters to surface exactly the information you need. You will see how the same database can look and behave differently depending on the view, and how this makes complex information simple to manage. Finally, you will learn how to use Notion's AI Meeting Notes feature to transcribe, summarize, and extract structured tasks from a real meeting. You will understand how to prompt Notion AI to generate a professional meeting summary with key decisions, action items, owners, deadlines, and risks. So now let's get started. Before we build anything, let me explain the core Notion concepts you need to understand, because these are the foundations of every project in this course. Notion is an all-in-one connected workspace used by over 35 million people worldwide, from individual students to large enterprises like Pixar, Nike, and Amazon. It combines a document editor, a database tool, a project management system, and now an AI assistant, all in one platform. Everything in Notion is a page. A page can contain anything, such as text, images, videos, database, or even other pages nested inside it. Think of a page as an intelligent document that can hold any type of content. Databases are the most powerful feature in Notion. A database is a collection of pages with structured properties, columns that define attributes of each entry. So let's start with the most fundamental question. What exactly is a Notion database? In Notion, everything is a page. A Notion database is a collection of pages that all share the same structural properties. Think of it like an Excel. You have rows and columns. But here is a key difference. In Excel, each row is just a row of cells with data. In Notion, each row is actually a full page. That means each row can contain its own text, images, files, comments, and subpages, and not just a few cells of data. The columns in Notion database are called properties, and each property has a specific type. Title is the main name of the entry. Text holds long written content. Select gives you a drop-down of predefined options. Date enables calendar views. Person tags real-time members. URL stores clickable links. And this is why Notion database are so much powerful than a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet stores data. A Notion database stores data, context, and content, all structured and connected. So now let's look at what is Notion AI Agent. And I want you to understand why this is fundamentally different from tools like ChatGPT or Gemini. So when you use ChatGPT, you go to a separate website, describe your context from scratch, get a response, copy it, and paste it into your work somewhere else. The AI has no connection to your actual workspace. It knows nothing about your projects, your database, or your previous work. Notion AI Agent is different because it lives inside your workspace. It can read your actual pages and databases. It can add rows to databases, fill columns, create pages, and update information, all without you leaving Notion. You give the agent instruction in plain natural language. You can use the iterate symbol to reference specific pages or databases in your workspace. This is not the AI that helps you think. This is the AI that does the work directly inside your workspace. So let me walk you through exactly how the Notion AI agent works, because understanding the flow will help you write better instructions. So step 1, you open Notion AI panel inside your workspace. This is available from any page. Step 2, you type your instructions in plain natural language. No coding and no special commands. Just describe what you want and the AI will do it. Step 3, you use the iterate symbol to reference specific pages and databases. This is how you give the agent context and tell it where to work. Step 4, the agent reads the reference pages. It understands the content in these pages and uses this content to inform its output. This is why having a well-written context page produces much better output. Step 5, the agent generates content based on your instruction and the context it read. The agent adds the generated content directly to your database. Each generated idea becomes a row, and each column is filled with the appropriate information. In this module, we will begin by understanding what Notion truly is and how it differs from different tools. We will explore the core philosophy behind how Notion is built. In this demo, we will explore how Notion AI Agent can help build and manage a thread's content queue. First, we will set up the database and define the properties every content piece needs. Then, we will ask the AI agent to populate the content column with ready-to-post threads captions for each topic, fill in suggested hashtags and content angles, and flag gaps in the posting schedule. Finally, we will review the completed queue together, so by the end of this module, you will have a fully populated AI-assisted content calendar ready to publish from. So now let's go ahead and understand what our first project is about. So our first project is Threads Content Queue. What is a thread? So before we build anything, let's understand the platform we are building for. Threads is a Meta's text-based social media platform. It was launched in July 2023 as a direct competitor to X, which is formerly known as Twitter. It is connected to Instagram, which means it already has a massive built-in user base. What makes Threads unique is that it is text first. Unlike Instagram, which is image first, or YouTube, which is video first, Threads rewards good writing, short posts, opinions, tips, and ideas perform very well here. For professionals and content creators in the tech and AI space, Threads is currently one of the fastest growing platforms. So if you're building a personal brand, sharing your knowledge, or marketing a product, Threads is where your audience is moving. So what is a content queue and why do you need one? A content queue is simply a planned pipeline of content. Instead of waking up every day and thinking, what should I post today? You have a database of post ideas that are already written, categorized, reviewed, and scheduled. Without a content queue, most creators post randomly. Some days they post great content, others they skip it. There is no consistency, no strategy, and no way to track what worked and what did not. So with a content queue, everything changes. You have posts planned weeks in advance. Every post has a topic category, a trend it is tied to, a status showing where it is in the workflow, a reviewer who approves it, and a published date. And this is exactly how professional social media teams operate at companies like Google, Amazon, and every major content agency. So why are we building this in Notion? Because Notion gives you everything a paid social media planning tool like Buffer or Latter gives you, but for free with complete customization. In Notion, your content queue is centralized. All your post ideas, written copies, categories, trends, status, and dates are in one database. It is visual. The board view turns your database into a pipeline where you can see exactly how many posts are in each stage. It is collaborative. You can assign reviewers and tag team members, and it is AI powered. With Notion AI, you can generate 20 complete post ideas about any trending topic in just seconds. So now let me walk you through the 7 columns we are going to build in this project. So post title is the title column. That is the name of each post. Post copy is a text column that holds the actual written content of the post. Content pillar is a select column with categories like AI tools, career growth, or automation. This ensures your content is balanced across topics. Trend is another select column showing what trending topics each post is tied to. Status is the most important column. It has 5 workflow stages: idea, draft, in review, ready to publish, and published. This is your production pipeline. Reviewer is a person. You tag whenever you need to approve the post before it goes live. And publish date is a date column for scheduling. So each column type matters. Select column gives you consistency. Everyone picks from the same drop-down instead of typing different variations. Date columns enable calendar views. So let's understand how the AI agent actually connects with our Notion database. First, we create a Threads Creator Brain page. This page contains all the important context about our niche, our audience, our content style, and the type of post we want to create. Then the AI agent reads this page as context. So instead of giving random ideas, it understands our strategy first. So after that, every idea generated by the AI agent is automatically added as a new row inside our Notion database. The agent doesn't just create a basic idea, it also fills in important fields like the post title, post copy, content pillar, trend, and status. So when we run the automation, the agent can generate around 20 post ideas using our strategy and add them directly into the database. The final result is simple. We get 20 ready to review posts in seconds, already organized inside our content system. This saves time. It removes manual planning and keeps our content creation process structured. Here is a summary of 5 key features we are going to build. Table view gives us the full spreadsheet style overview of all posts. Board view transforms the database into a visual pipeline grouped by status. This is the most powerful view for content management. Notion AI agent will generate 20 complete post ideas about vibe coding, including titles, post copies, content pillars, and threads, all added to the database automatically. We will set 5 content pillar options and trend options so the database is ready for real ongoing content planning. And the 5-stage status workflow will make the content review process clear and trackable. So now let's go and build all of this. So today I'm going to show you how to use Notion AI to build a complete content management system for Threads, which is a social media platform. So this is something any creator or student or professional can use it to plan and organize their post. So let's get started. So basically in this project, our goal is to create a Notion AI content assistant that generates threads or social media posts using your own content brand voice. So let's get started. So as soon as you open the Notion AI and log in, this is how the page looks like. So you just have to go to your workspace and create a new workspace. You can choose free plan and business according to your needs. So for now, I'm going with the free plan. So our new workspace is ready. We just have to create a Threads content page now. So to create the content page, we just have to first get started with the basics. Just add a new page. We are first creating the brain page, which is the first step. So inside this page, we create the brain page, which is the threads content brain, where the Notion AI can understand how the things should go and what result it should provide. So let's name this as creator brain. You can add this command and select any heading, page, or table that you want. For now, I just have to add information, so I don't have to use this command. So as you can see, I have prepared the content in such a way that the Notion AI would understand the basic things such as content pillars, voice guidelines, and how it should provide the output. So in content pillars, I've added these 5 pillars such as AI tools, career growth using AI, productivity tips, examples, and voice guidelines. How it should provide the output: it should provide it in simple English and professional and conversational. It should bring us, it should give us a strong hook in the first line itself, and it should not have long information present. So it should end with a clear CTA. And also the post style, how it should start the post, and how what takeaways should it give, and how it's useful for professionals. So everything I've given it to the AI basically. So now let's personalize this in Notion agent. We just have to click on this Notion agent face at the bottom, and then we can write the prompt that we need. So what I'm adding is, you are my threads content creator. So when we click on @, it will show us what we have written here. So for now, I have only created one page. So it's showing us a creator brain. If I have created a database, it will also suggest a database. So it will automatically give us what we would want to link the prompt to. So I want to link it to the threads creator brain page. That is what we have created here. So I'm telling it to write a short social post for AI, and it should avoid generic content. It should use strong hooks and create the clear CTAs. So that is what the prompt is about. So if we hit generate, as you can see, it has given me the information. So this is what it has generated after the prompt that I've given it. It has given me the action plus the tool and method and the measurable outcome of what the post is about. For example, it created the automated weekly report using Python plus SQL and preparation time for 3 hours to 20 minutes. It should reply with your current role plus target role. I'll give you 3 updated bullets. So basically, it has given us the information of about the post and how it looks like. The fastest way to look senior write decisions and not updates. It has given the shortcuts as well. So I've given it a prompt and it has generated us the output about the job search basically. So if you're applying for a job and it doesn't work, then it's automatically telling us to fix the signal. So it has also given us the action and tool, method, and the outcome that will happen if we follow these steps. So it has also given us a template of how we should prepare the resume, like the decision and why are we applying it now and what are the options considered, the milestones, trade-offs, etc. It's also given us the coding tip and why AI at work isn't about prompts. So it has given a career growth as well, the impact, scope, and difficulty. It's basically given us the whole gist of why the job search isn't working and we have to fix everything that it's given. To go more deep, let's create a database inside this. So let's create a database now. And let's name it as threads content queue. So I'm creating a database here called as threads content queue. This is basically a content calendar where I can track all my post ideas in one place. So I'll add each column. In each column has a specific purpose. So post title is the name of my post, and I'm also writing a column as post copy. This is the actual written content of the post. Let's give it a text type and content pillar. It tells me what category this post belongs to, like the AI tools, career growth, or coding, productivity, etc. And then there's also called as trend. So trend basically shows us what trending topic this post is linked to. So it's very important. Let's also add status to track each post in the workflow. So status also would be select type. So there are different types here. Text is where you can write, select. In select type, we'll get the drop down box and we can select the one we want. Status is if it is finished or in progress or anything. Person, we can tag a person. Checkbox is yes or no. We can quickly, if we finish a work, we can quickly tick the checkbox to understand that the work is done. And number, multi-select, date. Date is it's useful for due date or published, etc. And we can add the URLs, emails, phone numbers, etc. So these are the types. So let's also add a reviewer. Reviewer is a person who will review the post after everything is done. And the last we'll add is publish date, which is a date type. So I've completed writing the columns. I just have to fill the information inside it. We have to modify the columns a little bit. In status, we should have the proper workflow stages. So there can be idea, draft, in review, ready to publish, published, etc. And content pillar, here I'm adding my niche categories like AI tools, career growth, productivity, automation. So these basically helps me to create a balanced content across all the topics and not focus only on one content. Basically, I have AI tools, career growth, productivity, so all the pillars have been included here. So in trend also I can add different properties like vibe coding, agentic AI, prompt engineering. So basically different topics that we need in the trend category. So that's it. We need to add the information, then it's done. Now let's go to Notion AI agent. And so let's write the prompt using the page. This is the page that we've written the information. Create 20 threads post ideas for the trend, vibe coding, add them to the database that we've just created. I'm giving it a brief understanding of how it should give us the output. Like for each post, it should also include the post title, post copy. Basically, it has to fill all the columns that I have just mentioned. I'm basically I am telling it to give the status as draft for now for all the projects because we haven't reviewed it and published it. So as of now, it's just in draft. So as you can see, it has given us different topics. I have given it to generate 20 topics regarding the vibe coding. So vibe coding, post title is filled, post copy is the actual content. So it has generated the information for each topic. Like if the topic is about vibe coding myth, AI will replace the developers. So it has also generated the content for the topic as well. So it's not about the replacement and developers who, it's basically generated it in bullet points and the main topics, main content is present in the post copy. and in which content the vibe coding comes is under career growth. So this topic is about career growth. It has already generated as career growth. Because I've asked it to generate only for vibe coding, it has generated for vibe coding and the status as draft. And if the topic is reviewed, we can just select in review, or if it is published, just click on published and then it's done. You can also add the reviewer. You can invite people to the workspace and share the database and the workspace with them, and you can quickly add them as well. So as of now, I'm the only person here, so I can add myself. You can just, if you're the person who will review everything, you can just drag it down and it's done. Publish date, you can mention it whenever you want to publish the post. You can drag down this as well. So this is how it works basically. The interesting thing is we can also add a board view where we don't have to look at everything at once. We can name it as thread board and group it by the pillar that we want. If you wanted to group it by content pillar, post copy, publish date, reviewer, status. Status is draft, so it will give us all the topics. So if we group it by the content pillar, it gives us in the cards format. We can quickly analyze the topics and analyze the situation here because it's in visualization format. So this is under AI tools, automation, career growth. If you want something to be pasted in another card, then you can just quickly drag and drop that here. It's done. It's as simple as that. You just have to give the basics information and Notion AI will generate everything for you. So this is about the first project. We've built a complete threads content queue, and basically there are different paid tools that will take more time than this. But as you can see, Notion AI will generate everything in seconds, and you can have it in different views as well, table format, board, gallery, list, chart, even chart, pie chart as well, dashboards. So everything is very easy and quick that you can generate everything in seconds in Notion AI. You just have to give the basic information and it will generate everything for you. And the prompt that you have given should be correct, then it will understand how the topics should be. So it will give us the output. So everything here is, you get here is free with complete customization. So this is about the first project. So now let's move into the second project. Welcome to this module. In this module, we will explore the anatomy of a Notion page and cover every major block type used in daily work. We will also look at how columns and nesting helps organize content clearly, and how page mentions and subpages turn isolated nodes into a connected system. In this demo, we will explore how Notion AI Autofill can automatically enrich every video idea in a YouTube strategy board. We will set up the board database, then configure AI Autofill columns to generate a video description and a hook line for each entry. We'll also see how AI can suggest relevant tags and SEO keywords based on the video title alone. Finally, we will switch to board view group by status, so the entire production pipeline becomes visible in one clean AI-enriched workspace. So YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Every day, people search YouTube for tutorials, reviews, explanations, and entertainment. For creators in the tech and AI space, this is one of the most powerful platforms for building an audience and establishing expertise. But most YouTube creators plan their videos in their head or in basic notes. They think of an idea, record it, upload it, and then start thinking about the next video. There is no system here, no thumbnail strategy, no analysis of what could go wrong in production, no structured workflow. A YouTube strategy database changes this completely. Every video idea is captured with full context, the description, the thumbnail concept, the emotion you want to create, the production challenge, and the solution. Everything is planned before you press record. So what is an AI autofill? Now let me explain you an AI autofill feature. This is the core feature of this module. AI autofill is a special property type in Notion database. Instead of you filling in a column manually, you write a prompt. That is an instruction for what the AI should generate in the column. Then for every row you add to the database, the AI automatically fills that column based on the content in other columns. For example, consider you added a video titled Best AI Tools for Data Analyst. You have AI autofill set up for the thumbnail words column with the prompt, suggest few powerful thumbnail words that create curiosity. Notion AI reads the video title and automatically generates different thumbnail words. You never had to think about thumbnail words. The AI did it the moment you type the title. This is the difference between a regular database and an intelligent database in Notion. The regular database stores what you type. The intelligent database here generates the insights automatically. So here is the complete database structure for the YouTube strategy board. Video title is the title column. Video description holds a short summary of what the video covers. Thumbnail concept describes the visual idea for the thumbnail, what the image should look like. Then the three AI autofill columns. Thumbnail words automatically generates 2 to 4 powerful words for thumbnail. Potential roadblocks automatically identify the biggest production challenge for each video. Suggested solution automatically provides one practical fix for that roadblock. And status is a select column showing the production stage. That is, idea, scripting, recording, editing, ready to publish, and published. The final feature is the board view production pipeline. When we add a board view grouped by the status, the database transforms into a visual board showing the entire YouTube production pipeline. Each video is a card. Each stage is a column. As you work on a video, you drag the card from idea to scripting, to recording to editing, to ready to publish and published. At any moment, you can see exactly where every video is in the production process. This is exactly how professional YouTube teams at large channels manage their content. Now let's go ahead and build it. So our workspace is ready. Let's build another project now. So our second project is very interesting. We are going to build an AI-powered YouTube strategy board. So what makes it special is that we are going to use Notion's AI Autofill feature, which is very interesting. You will know it in few seconds. So it automatically generates thumbnails, roadblocks, solutions for each video that we are supposed to generate in seconds. So this is where Notion stops being a database and it becomes more than that. It gives us everything in seconds. You will see it in few minutes. So let's start with the project. Let's create a database and fill all the columns. Let's name the database as YouTube Strategy Board. So I'm adding video title. Video title is the name of the YouTube video. And video description. This is like the short summary of what the video covers. And then thumbnail. Thumbnail is basically the description of what the thumbnail should look like visually. And status of the project will be also select category. Now let's add AI autofill features in this thumbnail words, which is AI. We want it in bullets. You can also select So while setting up the AI autofill, we just have to add the prompt here, how it should generate the output. So my prompt is to suggest 2 to 4 powerful thumbnail words for this video. So I'm writing the prompt in such a way that it should not give me the exact YouTube title for the thumbnail words. It should modify it a little bit and keep it short and YouTube friendly. So let's just click on save. Let's add potential roadblocks, which is also again AI autofill. You can also select paragraph if that's what you want the content to look like, but bullets would be easier to understand. Identify the biggest production roadblock. Based on the title. I'm telling it to keep it short. So the last column would be suggest a solution for the problem, and we'll give the prompt suggest one practical solution for the roadblock. Roadblock is basically the blockers that will stop the project to go ahead. So we are asking it to give us the practical solution. That's it. We have created everything. We just have to add few basic topics. So what's happening here is that I'm training the Notion AI to think like a YouTube strategist. So every time I add a new video idea, the AI automatically fills these columns without me doing it manually. So video ideas, I'm adding some random video ideas. So I've given it 3 random video ideas. Let's create a prompt. So basically, I've created all this and I've added the random video titles as well. So you can add the video description, thumbnail concepts, and you can add the status as well. In status option, we can edit the properties, draft, in review, published, etc. You can edit it as well. So let's see how this AI autofill works. You just have to click on this and it will generate the AI thumbnail for you according to the topic video title that you have given here. Same with the potential roadblocks as well. It has given us the roadblock: keeping content current with rapidly evolving AI tools in 2026 may delay the production. So let's ask the suggested solution for this. So what this suggest solution column does is it will go back to the roadblocks column and it will check what the roadblock blocker is in the project and it will suggest a solution for it. So we should set up a quarterly review schedule to update the content and assign a team member to track the tools and incorporate the latest findings. So it has given us the solution as well. So we can fill this manually or we can ask the Notion AI to fill the video description and thumbnail concept as well. So I've written a prompt to the AI agent to generate the video description and thumbnail concept in this database. So according to the title that I have given, it has generated the description. The title is Best AI Tools for Data Analyst. It has given the description in such a way that in this video, what are the topics that are covered and a basic gist of what the topic is about, like discover the top AI tools every data analyst should know in 2026. This is how the description works. So it's also given us a thumbnail concept, how the thumbnail should look like. We just have to use Canva or any other tool and generate the thumbnail for it. Status, we can update it. We can generate the AI autofill for this as well. So these can be used as a thumbnail words. So the blocker for the how will AI change software engineering topic is that ensuring the content stays accurate and up to date amid the rapidly evolving AI technologies while avoiding misinformation is the biggest production roadblock. So as you can see, it has given us the blocker for this topic that so the content should stay accurate and up to date in this rapidly evolving AI technology. We have to make sure the content is up to date. So the suggested solution also will be given. So we should implement a quarterly content review process where the subject matter experts verify the facts. And so basically the person who understands about software engineering, how AI will change software engineering, basically seniors should implement this process, and they should also verify the facts and statistics and all the data that we've created, and they should ensure that it is up to date. So that would be the solution for this. Yeah, so this is how the second project, that is YouTube strategy board, works like. It shows how the AI autofill transforms a simple database into a strategy tool. Instead of spending hours on planning each video, Notion AI basically handles the thinking automatically, and it will be done in few seconds. You can also name your workspace. You can go to the settings and go to general. You can name your workspace according to the project that you've created. So now that we're clear about this, let's move into the next project. So in lesson 2, we used AI Autofill for a business use case, that is YouTube content strategy. In this lesson, I want to expand your thinking about where AI Autofill can apply, because the feature is far more versatile than most people realize. AI Autofill is useful anywhere you had a database where certain columns require similar thinking for every row. In business, that might be thumbnail words for every video or cover letters for every job. In personal productivity, it might be study plan for every assignment, a workout routine for every training session, or a concept summary for every topic you are learning. The pattern to look for is this: what do you currently do manually and repetitively for every entry in your database? If you spend 10 minutes thinking about how to approach every new assignment, AI Autofill can do that thinking instantly and automatically. For students, the most repetitive and time-consuming tasks are figuring out how to break down a study topic into a manageable plan, understanding what a topic is about before diving in, and creating practice questions to test understanding. These 3 tasks happen for every assignment. AI Autofill eliminates all 3 by doing them automatically the moment you add a new entry. Beyond AI Autofill, the study planner also uses Notion AI Agent for personalized study guidance. And I want to explain why this is different from generic study advice tools. When you ask a general AI tool like ChatGPT for study advice, it gives you general advice. Study for 2 hours per day. Use the Pomodoro technique. Review your notes regularly. This advice is not wrong, but it is not personalized to your actual situation. When you ask Notion AI Agent the same question, it reads your actual database. It knows you how a neural network report due on June 1st rated very hard and in progress. It knows you have a Python assignment due on June 5th rated medium and not started. It knows everything. It gives you advice based on your real data. So now that you've got a basic idea of how a student study planner works, let's go ahead and build it. So now let's go ahead and build it. So let's start with the next project, that is student study planner, which is very important for students if they're preparing in last minute. So it's basically an AI powered student study planner. It's just not to a to-do list. This is literally a complete academic management system which will track the assignments, and it generates the study plans, it creates practice questions and summarizes the topics all automatically using Notion AI. You just have to give it few prompts and just fill the few columns, that's it. So let's get started. So the first thing we have to do is to create a database, and let's name it as student study planner. Let's name few columns, assignment. Imagine you're having assignments of 5 subjects. So you'll write the assignment topic here, assignment subject here, and this would be the subject. Subject would be text. Okay, let's put it as select, where we can select from few options. And next would be status, if the project is done or started or not started, if the assignment is done, started or not started, due date, and then the difficulty level, So let's add three properties which are AI autofill, which will give us the whole study plan until like how we can study each topic and how we can cover everything, all the syllabus in just before the due date. Let's go with paragraph now. So based on the assignment, name, I'm giving the prompt in such a way that it should give me the study plan based on the assignment name, due date, subject, difficulty level, everything, and it should create a day by day study plan. It should break it into smaller tasks. So I'm asking it to break it into smaller tasks. So I think bullet points would work for this. You can also choose paragraph, but I feel bullet points are easier for you to understand what it is telling us, and we'll understand it better if it's in bullet points. So based on the assignment, due date, difficulty level, subject, create a day by day plan, break into small daily tasks, keep it under 50 words. So this is done. Let's go with summary, which should also be AI autofill. So I've given the prompt to the summary column in such a way that based on the assignment, it should write a short 3 sentence explanation of this topic that a student can read before starting. So basically this is a summary, so it should have 3 sentences before starting the topic so they will understand what the subject is about. So give it simple and clear. This is like having an instant textbook summary for every assignment. And the last column would be practice questions, which is very important for students, especially if they're preparing for the topic in the last minute. This would be very helpful. Practice questions would be in bullet points. So I'm asking you to generate 3 practice questions for the assignment based on the difficulty level, easy, medium, and hard, so that the student will understand the topic of how difficult it is and how the easy questions will be framed and how the difficult questions will be framed, etc. So that's it. We just have to add few assignments. Say so I'm just adding few subjects to show you how it will work. Research. We can mention this in the subject. We don't have to mention it here. That's it. And in subject, we have to add the subjects. So these are the subjects. What else can we add in the status option? Started, not started, submitted, in progress. So these are the few options. Due date, you can mention the due date accordingly. So yeah, that's it. Neural networks, AI/ML, Python, also AI/ML, computer science. So you can give random answers here. So let's see what it will generate. So according to the prompt that I have given, it should generate the study plan for neural networks. Let's see, it has generated. So basically, the due date I have given is May 29th. So it has given a day-to-day plan of what to study when, which topic should be covered when, until May 29th, that is due date. So review the lecture slides. It started from the basics, review the slides and notes, and summarize the key concepts. This everything is based on neural network subject only. So in the last day, you just have to proofread, format, and then submit. So when I click on this, it will generate for Python as well. So this makes very easy for a student to analyze what is happening and how to study the topics in an easier way. Since the Notion AI itself is generating the concepts as well, you just have to give the subject name. It is giving you the concepts and everything, when to start, when to finish, and when to submit as well. So I think this would be very helpful for a student if they're preparing for upcoming assignments or exams in the last minute. They can use this student study planner. So it has given us for the computer science as well. It will give us the summary for this. We've asked it to give a summary of the topic before we start learning the topic. So you can just have a summary about neural networks and understand what neural networks are, what is this all about, and then you can start studying your topics based on the study plan. So this should give us one easy question, one hard, and one medium. And the hard question, these questions are basically to make you understand what the topic is all about. So when you finish studying about the topic, everything, then you can view these topics and understand where you are in the studying plan. So if you're able to answer all these questions, then well and good, you're good with the subject. So if you're not able to answer these questions, you can prepare more and ask it to generate more questions. I have added the prompt in such a way that it should generate one easy, medium, and hard. You can add according to your wish. You can add that it should generate 10 easy, 10 medium, and 10 hard according to your knowledge. So this is how it works. So this can be done for every topic. So this is about Python and Python practice questions. So it has given us the first very easy program that takes a list of numbers and returns a list containing each number squared, and then you'll get the hard problem. So yeah, I think this is very helpful. So you can also add a board view here to easily understand. You can name your board anything that you want, and this everything is grouped by the title of the subject. You can group it by summary or status, due date, everything. So in AI/ML, we have two topics. If you want this to be under here, you can drag it as well. So this will give us a basic understanding of how many subjects are there, and how many topics are inside each subject. You can also add a calendar view to understand when the due date is. Show calendar by due date. Done. So here you can see the due date, research paper, neural networks, Python. So on June 3rd, Python is the due date. So these are the practice questions, study plan. This is basically what we've created. Practice questions, the status is in progress, the study plan, summary, everything. So it will give us everything. You can plan accordingly and study. So this is about our project, that is student study planner. We can name it as well. Just go to settings, general. You can visit it anytime and work accordingly. So you can also make use of Notion AI agent. I have written a prompt in such a way that it should create a complete exam preparation guide for neural networks report, including key concepts, formulas, and last minute revision tips. So it will give me all the concepts and formulas that I should study for the project, for the assignment that is due on May 29th. So this will be easy for me to quickly understand about different topics that are present in neural networks, especially if I'm working in the last minute. So as you can see, the Notion AI agent also is suggesting us to use this as the last minute preparation guide. It has given us the foundations, formulas, basics, and key concepts that we need to learn before attending the examination. So I think this would be helpful for each and every student preparing for the exam. So this is about a project. Now let's move into the next project. So let me now explain you why Notion calendar is very important for you, because this is the most important Notion view for academic management. So as you've seen, when you have assignments across 6 subjects with different deadlines, a list of due dates is hard to interpret. You have to mentally process each date and figure out how they relate to each other. Calendar view does this interpretation for you visually. As you've seen, it's mapped to due date. Your calendar view shows every assignment on its deadline date. You can immediately see the next week has 3 assignments due in the same 3-day window. So as I've shown you in the demo, you can immediately see next week has 3 assignments due in the same 3-day window, and the week after that is clear. This visual pattern cannot be seen in a list or a table. This visual awareness changes how you plan. So instead of working on whatever feels easy, you see the future clearly and can start early on clusters of deadlines. As I've shown you, you can navigate to any month to plan ahead for exams and major assignments. You can also filter the calendar view to show only high priority assignments, so your calendar is not cluttered with low priority work. So as you've seen, combined with the board view showing status across all assignments, you have the complete academic oversight now. What stage is each assignment at and when is each one due in 2 views? Welcome to this module. In this module, we'll explore how Notion AI agent can help manage the campus sustainability campaign more efficiently. First, we'll ask the AI to study the campaign database and generate a weekly progress report so we can quickly understand the overall status of the project. Then we'll use AI to identify blocked or high-risk tasks that may delay the campaign if they are not handled on time. After that, we'll ask the AI to suggest weekly priorities so the team knows which task needs attention first. We'll also explore how AI can focus on a specific team like social media team and create a launch week content schedule based on the task in the database. Finally, we'll use AI to fill the notes column with useful next actions so every task becomes clearer and easier to follow. So now let's get started. Before starting the demo, let's first understand what a campus sustainability campaign is. A campus sustainability campaign is an awareness campaign conducted in a college or university to encourage eco-friendly habits among students. It focuses on activities like recycling, reducing waste, saving energy, avoiding plastic, and spreading awareness about environmental responsibility. Such campaigns usually involve many people, such as student volunteers, social media teams, design teams, logistic teams, and event coordinators. So this project is done because managing this type of campaign manually can become confusing. There are many tasks, deadlines, teams, and responsibilities to track. So this project shows how Notion AI can help manage a sustainability campaign in a more organized and intelligent way. So the different types of work involved, like designing posters, creating social media posts, setting up awareness booths, and organizing launch events. When all these tasks are handled manually, it becomes difficult to understand what is completed and what is pending, what is blocked, and what needs urgent attention. This project solves the problem by using Notion AI agent. In this demo, we'll see how AI reads the campaign database, generates a progress report, identifies blocked tasks, suggests priorities, and helps the team plan better. So before moving to the demo, let's understand the database structure. The database contains columns like task name, status, priority, due date, team, owner, and notes. The task name explains what the work is, status shows the current progress of each task, priority tells us how important the task is, due date helps track deadlines, and the team column shows which department is responsible, such as social media, logistic, or events. The owner column shows the person responsible for completing the task. The notes column is used to store extra information such as next steps or important reminders or reason why a task is blocked. So in this demo, we will explore how Notion AI agent can help manage the campus sustainability campaign more efficiently. First, we will ask the AI to study the campaign database and generate a weekly progress report so we can quickly understand the overall status of the project. Then we'll use AI to identify blocked or high-risk tasks that may delay the campaign if they are not handled on time. After that, we will ask the AI to suggest weekly priorities so that the team knows which tasks need attention first. We'll also explore how AI can focus on specific teams like the social media team and create a launch week content schedule based on these tasks in the database. Finally, we will use the AI to fill the notes column with useful next actions so every task becomes clearer and easier to follow. So by the end of this demo, we'll see how Notion AI makes campaign management easier. The AI will help generate a clear project summary, identify blocked tasks, suggest weekly priorities, and create social media content plan. It will also help update the notes column so every task has better context and clear next steps. Overall, this project shows how AI can turn a simple task database into a smart project management assistant. Now that we understood what a campus sustainability campaign is and why this project is useful, let's move to the live demo. So now we are building a campus sustainability campaign task database. So let's add a database first. So this project is like, imagine you're leading a college campaign to promote the environmental awareness, like reducing plastic waste, conserving energy, increasing recycling, and you need to coordinate the task across multiple teams and track the deadlines and assign the owners and monitor the progress. So Notion AI makes all of this simple. So let's understand how this all works. Let's create a database called Campus Sustainability Campaign. So the columns that I'm adding are task name and owner. Owner would be the person who is responsible for the task, and the priority, status. It tracks where the task is in the whole workflow. So status would also be the select type, due date, team. Team would be the drop down. And then category. Team basically tells which team is working on this, like tech team, event team, media, etc. We need to add those in the drop down box. Category, it will group the task by task like awareness, outreach, content creation, etc. Basically, the which category everything comes under. And notes. So I've created all these columns. So priority would be critical, high, medium, low. So as you know, uh, low, medium, high, and critical means if this doesn't get done, the entire campaign is affected. Then the whole project will go into the critical stage. Status, not started, progress, blocked, completed, cancelled. So due date, team. social media, outreach, tech team, event team, and that's it. 4 are enough. Category would be select. So this tells which topic comes under which category. So let's add basic information. Designing campaign poster. Priority critical. Status not started. Due date 30th May. And team would be social media. And the next would be create 10 posts for launch week. You can mention different owners if you shared this workspace, this database with others in your team. You can invite people here. Priority high, status, in progress. Team, social media, event planning. So let me add one more topic here. Organize launch event at auditorium. Launching a event is high. Status not started. May 28th. Event team. Event planning. Category would come under now. Let's quickly understand how this works. So now let me show you how these can be viewed in multiple views. First, let's add board. As you can see, board views is visible. It's divided into different parts based on the status, if it's critical, high, low, medium, and no priority. You can drag it according to the project that is done. And you could also have a calendar view where it is grouped by due date. Creating 10 posts is due on June 3rd and this on 28th. So calendar view is basically to make you understand when the due date is there for you to easily plan the things accordingly. So you can also add a filter here. Status is in progress. If you add the filter here, you can just see the task that is due before on June 3rd. Because I've added the filter, the status should be in progress. So in progress, we only have this task. So in the calendar, this task will be seen whenever we select the filter in progress. So according to your wish, you can change the filters accordingly and work accordingly. And now let's start with the prompts. Let's add another task as well. Set up recycling Awareness both. And the priority is high, status blocked, just to get an understanding of how these work. Recycling is event awareness. So as you can see, I have given a prompt to the Notion AI agent to look at all the entries in the campus sustainable campaign database that I've just created and give a weekly progress report and which tasks are completed, blocked, and what should I focus on for this week. So it has given us the gist of what we should work on. So the progress report, total task completed 4, total task 4, completed 0, progress 1. Basically, what we have mentioned in the table, it has given us in the overview format. So one task is blocked, set up recycling awareness booth. So this task is due in 3 days and it needs an owner because we haven't assigned the owner in this for this task. It is also assumed that it needs an owner and it has given us the response that the owner needs to be assigned. This is due in 3 days and this should be resolved immediately. Like this is the blocker and it should be resolved immediately. It has also given us what this week we should focus on. We need to assign an owner for this recycling boot task and unblock the blocker and auditorium launch since it's due on May 28th. So it has given us all information. We can also ask it to identify all the tasks in social media team and create a content schedule for launch week. So as you can see, only 2 tasks were assigned for social media team, designing campaign poster and creating 10 posts for launch week. Basically, it has given us the schedule, like from May 31st, assuming the due date is till June 6th. So what we need to focus on and what the post is about and the draft content direction. So let's just have a look at the first one. So May 31st, the teaser goal is to like get ready with the teaser and the draft content direction. Something big for a greener campus is coming this week, poster, teaser plus countdown. So basically you have to get ready with the first post that is about the poster teaser, that this so and so greener campus is coming this week and the countdown itself. So you have to prepare people according to the task that you assigned. Then the campaign launch, then the quick action, then 3 facts about the campus. Basically, the steps that you need to follow from the first to end to complete the task. Event push, midweek momentum, spotlight challenge, and then the wrap up next. Then thank you post and what to do after launch. So it has given us everything. Just one prompt is what it takes for Notion AI to generate all this within seconds. So it will literally help us in a lot of scenarios. This campaign poster needs to be finalized by May 30th, so it can be reused as the visual template across launch week post. So it is also given us the dependencies on the schedule. The campaign poster is dependent on the task as well, what we are achieving. So the first campaign poster needs to be prepared and it should be finalized by May 30th. So that's how this project works. Let's try another prompt as well. Let's ask it to provide a solution for the blocked task. Look at only one is given as of now. Look at the blocked task and suggest solution to unblock them. So I've given the prompt in such a way that it should look at the block task and suggest a solution. So the block task is set up recycling awareness booth. So we need to assign an owner because it's due in 3 days and it needs an owner. So after this prompt is given, it is giving us a suggested solution that we need to assign an owner today, because this is the first blocker, because its due date is very close. If you're the owner who assigns the people to the task, then you need to assign it immediately and clarify what's blocked. So I've also asked the Notion AI agent to create the notes, because to understand the topic clearly, create poster concept options, pick final layout and preparation. So I have filled the notes column as well. I have asked the Notion AI agent to fill the notes column according to the task given. So it has created the post. So it's given the notes in such a way that we have to create a poster concept options. These are the concept options. And draft a 10 post launch week series. So it has given us ideas basically. The task name is to create 10 posts for launch week. So it has given us the idea to launch these in a series format, align visuals to posters, schedule the review, etc. Now it's asked us to clarify what's blocked, add a one-line blocker note. That is done. We have filled the notes column. Now it is giving us a solution to unblock the blocker. Like it is giving us the solutions like take the permission and finalize the location, materials required, printing, staffing, fallback plan, etc. So it is also giving us the solutions, the blockers, everything that is needed. So this is a project about the campus sustainability campaign. So it basically shows us how Notion can manage the team project with multiple team deadlines and priorities. So any student organization, student clubs or team projects can use this exact structure and build the project accordingly and complete their tasks accordingly. As you've seen in the previous projects, you can also add a board view, calendar view, gallery, pie chart, etc. and make it as easy for you to understand the concepts better way. So this is about the project, and let's move ahead into the next project. So let me start with the problem we are solving. Research shows that the average professional spends 31 hours every month in meetings. That is almost an entire work week every month just in meetings. And 67% of these meetings are considered unproductive by the participants. The number one reason meetings feel unproductive is not the meeting itself. It is what happens after. There are no clear action items. Nobody is sure who owns what. Deadlines are vague, and the notes are incomplete because the person taking notes was also trying to participate in the conversation. Then after the meeting, someone spends 30 to 45 minutes writing a summary email, creating task in project tool, and following up with the team members. This manual work after every meeting is a massive productivity drain. Notion AI meeting notes eliminates this entirely. So what is the Notion AI meeting notes? Notion AI meeting notes is a built-in feature inside Notion AI. You do not need to install anything here or use a third-party tool. It is fully integrated into your workspace. You access it by typing / and write meet inside any Notion page. This loads the AI meeting notes template, which is a structured page with dedicated sections for the meeting recording, the live transcript, and the AI-generated summary. This feature has three core components working together. The first one is live transcription, which converts everything spoken in the meeting into text in real time using your device microphone. Second is AI summarization, which reads the full transcript and generates a structured summary after the meeting ends. Third is task extraction, which identifies all the action items from the transcript and converts them into a structured tasks with owners, deadlines, and priorities. These three components working together create a complete meeting to action pipeline. You walk into a meeting, start transcription, have the meeting naturally, and walk out with a professional summary and complete tasks list, all generated automatically. So let me explain you how the transcription feature works technically. So when you click Start Transcribing, Notion requests access to your device microphone. Once granted, it begins converting all audio into text in real time. Every word spoken in the meeting, including names, numbers, specific dates, decisions, and action items, is captured and displayed as text inside the page as it happens. The transcription is not perfect. No real-time transcription system is. It may occasionally misinterpret words or struggle with heavy accents, but it captures enough accurately for the AI summarization to extract all the key information reliably. So when the meeting ends, you click stop. The transcription pauses and the complete transcript is saved permanently inside the page. You can read it, edit it, and reference it at any time in the future. Now, the most important point here about transcription is consent. When you click Start Transcribing, Notion itself displays a reminder. Please confirm that everyone in the meeting has agreed to be recorded and transcribed. This is not just a Notion formality. In many countries, recording a conversation without consent is illegal. Always announce at the start of every meeting that it will be transcribed, and always get explicit agreement from all the participants before starting. So after transcription, the next step is AI summarization. This is where Notion AI reads the full transcript and converts it into a structured professional summary. You ask Notion AI using this prompt: summarize this meeting into focus areas, overviews, owner, risks, action items, deadlines. Notion AI reads the entire transcript, identifies the relevant information for each category, and generates a clean, structured summary in just seconds. So let's get started with the next project, that is AI meeting notes. This is a very interesting project where you just have to give some information and it will generate meeting notes, the due dates, and what are the important topics that are covered in the meeting. So it's very important and useful if you're in a meeting and you want to understand what the meeting is about and take notes. So if you're unable to take notes, and if the meeting is very quick, you're not able to understand different concepts, then you can easily use this because it will generate everything for you in just seconds after the meeting gets ended. So let's start. So you just have to click on the AI meeting notes that I have just clicked on. And so for now, I'm just going to run a demo meeting. It's basically how a meeting works and what are the key features that it should cover, etc., for you to understand how this works. So I'll just say a paragraph. So let's name this project as AI meeting. Let's name this page as AI meeting notes. So let's get started. I'm just running a random demo meeting. So for us to understand how this works. So let's get started. Good morning, everyone. Today is May 21st, 2026, and this is the first planning meeting for our campus sustainability campaign. So let me start with the campaign overview. We are launching a 6-week campaign, campus-wide sustainability campaign called Green Campus 2026, starting June 1st. So this campaign focuses on these areas: reducing plastic waste and promoting energy conservation in campus buildings, and increasing recycling awareness among students. We have decided that our primary social media platform will be Instagram and Threads. The campaign launch event will be held on June 1st at the main auditorium. We're also partnering with the campus cafeteria to eliminate a single-use plastic by end of the June. So now moving to the action items and owners. Priya will design the campaign poster by May 25th. The social media team will create 10 posts for launch by May 28th. The outreach team will contact all department heads for participation by May 22nd. The tech team will build the campaign tracker in Notion by May 23rd. Regarding risk, we identified three. First, there is a risk of low student engagement. Second, budget constraints may affect the launch event. Third, delays in department approvals could push our timeline. Our deadlines are campaign poster due May 25th, social media content due May 28th, and full campaign launch on June 1st. That covers everything for today. Meeting adjourned. So this is the basic transcript. Let's see how it works. So as you can see, it has generated as the basic summary of what the meeting is about. The action items that I have said out loud is the Priya will be designing campaign poster by May 25th, social media team. These are the action items that I have said, and campaign overview, the areas that we need to focus on. risk identified, key deadlines. So everything that I've said out loud in the meeting is just turned into summary and meeting notes within seconds. As soon as I hit the stop button, it has generated the action items, overview, focus areas, risks, key deadlines, everything that I've covered in the meeting, that it's been identified and it is generated. So this will be very important and very useful when you're not understanding what is happening in a meeting and you want to, or you're not attending the meeting, or you want to know what are the basic important points that are discussed, then this would be the best option for you. So this is how Notion AI works, and it's just incredible because this everything summary, everything is just done in few seconds as soon as I've hit the stop button. So as soon as these action items are done, like the Priya to design campaign poster, if Priya's completed the poster by May 25th, you can hit on this and that's it. The task will be done. You can understand when the task is done and if it's overdue, etc. So now let me give you some practical advice for getting the best output from Notion AI meeting notes. Because how you conduct the meeting affects how good the AI summary is. Speak clearly and at medium pace, not too fast and not too slow. Real-time transcription systems handle clear speech much better than rushed speech. Introduce all the participants by names at the start. The AI captures these names and can correctly assign action items to the right people later. State decisions explicitly using clear language. The AI identifies explicit decision language and captures it accurately. State action items explicitly. Say, he or she will design the campaign poster by May 25th, and not just he or she will handle the poster. The explicit format with owner, task, and deadline gives the AI everything it needs to create a perfect task entry. The more structured and clear your meeting language is, the better the AI summary will be. Welcome to this module. In this module, we'll explore how to organize your workspace and understand what makes a personal dashboard genuinely useful rather than just visually nice. So in this demo, we will explore how multiple views and smart filters can turn a job tracker into a career search command center. We'll build the tracker with properties for company, role, status, deadline, and priority, then create a board view grouped by application stage. We will set up a filtered table view surfacing only high priority applications due this week and a calendar view mapped to follow-up dates. So now let's get started. In this lesson, we'll go deep, because understanding multiple views is what separates a basic Notion user from an advanced one. So the core principle is simple. The same data can answer complete different questions depending on how you look at it. A list of job applications in table view answers what are the complete details of each application. The same application in a board view answers how many applications are in each stage and where is my pipeline getting stuck. In calendar view, they answer when are my interviews happening and do I have any conflicts. In gallery view, they answer what does my overall job looks like visually. Each view serves a different decision-making purpose. You use table when you need detail, you use board when you need pipeline visibility, and use calendar when you need time awareness. Use gallery when you need an overview. The critical thing to understand is that views do not change the underlying data. They only change how you see it. So adding a new row in board view also appears in table view, calendar view, and gallery view. All views are always synchronized. So what is a board view? Board view is the most powerful view for managing anything that has stages or a workflow. Let me explain how it works in detail. Board view groups your database rows by any select property you choose. Each unique option in that select column becomes a vertical column in the board view. Each row becomes a card inside its corresponding column. For a job application tracker, grouped by status, the 9 status options becomes 9 columns. Bookmarked, applied, HR screening, technical round, final round, offer received, accepted or rejected. Each application appears as a card under its current status column. So when you drag a card from one column to other, the select property value for that row updates automatically. So dragging the Google Data Analyst card from HR screening to technical round automatically changes the status value to technical round in the underlying database without you opening the row and editing it manually. Board view also gives you instant pipeline analytics. You can see at a glance. We have 3 applications in applied, 1 in technical round and 2 in rejected. So this visual distribution tells you where your job search is concentrated and where you need to take more action. So let's understand about calendar views. Calendar view maps your database entries onto a calendar grid based on the date, property you choose. This transforms your database from a list of information into a visual pipeline. For the job application tracker, mapped to interview date, every application with a scheduled interview appears on its interview date on the calendar. You can navigate between months and weeks. You can click on any date to add a new application directly from the calendar. And you can click on any existing card to open and edit that application. So let's understand what are smart filters. Smart filters are what transforms a general database into multiple specialized tools, each serving a specific purpose. A filter shows only the rows that match conditions you define. For example, show rows where status is technical round, or show only rows where interview date is next week, or show only rows where priority is critical and status is not completed. You can combine conditions using AND logic. All conditions must be true simultaneously, or using OR logic. Any one condition being true is enough. This lets you create very precise filters. The key concept is that filters are saved per view. Each view in your database can have a completely different filter, and these filters are permanent for that view. This means one database can function as multiple different specialized tools. So now let's go ahead and build a job tracker. I've created a database here which consists of company name, role, status, apply date. Company name is the number of companies you want to apply to, and role, the role you're applying for, status, in which state of the interview process you're in, such as technical round, applied, or offer received. So there are different drop down options here: ghosted, rejected, accepted. As I've shown you in previous demos, you can add the number of options that you want here. And applied date, when have you applied for the interview, interview date, the date you have attended. You can also add salary ranges, which is optional for you to refer it later, and then the job link for the reference. You can also add skills required, so that you will understand which language you should be proficient in while applying for that particular job. So you can add that as well. And the resume version for every company and for every job role, you'll be having different resumes, right? So that you can paste it here. You can name those resumes and you can put it here for reference. You can also tick a checkbox if you got referred in that company or you've applied from different job boards. So, and also follow up date. That is when you want to follow up to that particular company if they have not mailed you back. You can also add the excitement level here if you want the job very well, or you're just trying for the job, or is it your dream job, or is it a good option, etc. Then you can add interview notes here. So let's say you attended an interview and you've got the questions that you didn't expect. Then you can make a note of those in this column so that you can refer it later when you're applying to the same role, or you're applying to you're going to the second round. You can refer to those questions here. And if you've been rejected, then you can also make a note of the rejection reason here so that you can be prepared, and so when you apply to the next job, you will be aware of this. And these three are the AI Autofill features, where I've given a prompt to all of these in such a way that, so in the next action, I've given a prompt in such a way that it should show me the action steps that I can follow after I've attended that interview. So cover letter is to prepare a cover letter based on the job description and the job title and the company. Interview preparation is the questions that I can get based on the role and the company that I've applied for. So we can just click here and it will generate it for us. So the next action for Google, and the role is data analyst, is to prepare and practice technical interview question for the upcoming technical round. So you applied for this role, and the next action that you will be taken is to prepare and practice the technical questions. And you can also draft a cover letter for Google in this way, which is very professional, and this will work. So these are the basic questions that the interviewer can ask you, like how would you design a metric to measure user engagement for a new Google product. So it also given you solution to answer, like when you ask that question, you can answer in this particular way. So it is generated 5 such questions. So these are the questions that you can expect when you're attending for a data analyst role in Google. So that's how this job application tracker works. You can also view it in different views. This is a table view, and this is a calendar view. On May 4th, you have Google interview, and May 13th, Microsoft, May 20th, Infosys. So when you see the calendar view, you can instantly recognize when and in which date your interview particularly is. It's very easy for you to understand when a particular interview is in when you refer to a calendar view. You can also select the board view and name it as you wish. So this is automatically grouped by resume. You can go and group it by the column that you want, such as follow-up date. Since we've seen the next action only for Google, it has given us the next action here, that is to prepare and participate in the technical interview. So when you go and click on the next column, it will automatically update there as well. So it has given us this next action: send a thank you email to the interviewers, referencing the May 13th interview and expressing continuous enthusiasm. So you can go here, see it has automatically updated in the board view as well. You can also, if it is not updated, you can also drag it here as well. So this is how the board view works. So let me show you the Notion AI agent prompts that you can check in this particular job tracker. So you can ask the Notion agent to summarize all the job search in the particular week, and you can also ask it to tell which applications needs follow up and which interviews are coming and what you should focus on particular day. So let's write a prompt. So I have written a prompt, and you can see it has given us the output. This is the output that has given us summary of the job search as I've asked. So it has given us the applications that needs a follow-up as well, and the interviews that is coming up, and you can prepare for that. And as of today, what to focus on is to focus on Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. So it has given us the portions that we have to focus on as well. Since the interview in Amazon is already done, so you have to do the follow-up today and reach out to the recruiter and confirm the next interview process as well. And in Google, you have to follow your next action items that it has already generated for you. Microsoft, you have to send a thank you mail, etc. So it has given us the output as well. You can also try different prompts like this. You can ask it to generate all the entries marked as dream job and create a strategy. You can filter basically, and you can also tell it to filter as well. So I've given a prompt to write a professional cover letter and I've highlighted the key things that I want it to generate in the cover letter. So it's generated this. You can just simply copy paste it. I also asked it to generate the interview preparation guide, and the key concepts that I wanted to generate is top 5 technical questions, 3 behavioral questions, and questions I should ask the interviewer. So it has generated as the interview questions, the behavioral questions as well. So as you can see, this everything in Notion is basically structured. You have it everything in just one place. You can see the companies that you've applied for, the roles, the apply date, interview date, salary, everything in just one place. And you also have a Notion AI agent inside. You can ask the questions you want and the questions that you would expect in a company, and everything in just one place. So this shows us how well structured Notion database is combined with AI Autofill and becomes a complete job search management system basically. So you don't need any spreadsheets, or you don't need to forget following up the particular company or writing cover letters from scratch, etc. It just does everything for you in just few minutes. You just have to give it the basic knowledge, provide the basic things that you want, and then the agent will generate everything for you. So this is how the job application tracker works. So in this course, you have learned how Notion AI transforms a workspace from a note-taking tool into an intelligent system. Notion AI can generate content, automate repetitive thinking tasks, summarize meetings, and manage complex workflows using content, career, academics, and team projects, all inside one platform. You learned how to design databases with the right structure, configure AI columns with precise prompts, and use the agent to generate outputs aligned to your specific voice and goals. Whether generating thumbnail words for YouTube videos, writing cover letters for job applications, or creating study plans for assignments, AI Autofill replaced hours of manual work with automatic role-specific outputs. You learned how Board View creates a Kanban workflow, Calendar View map deadlines across the time, and Smart Filters surface only the most relevant tasks, giving you full control over how you see and prioritize your work. You also saw how Notion AI can read a full meeting transcript, produce structured summary, extract all action items with owners and deadlines. A database without the right columns and an AI column without a precise prompt both produce weak results. The real skill is designing systems thoughtfully, and this course gave you that foundation across 6 different real-world contexts.